This section talks about social learning. Social learning theory by Albert Bandura focuses on learning through observation and imitation rather than just conditioning. So, what this means is that social learning is basically the theory of social learning is basically where, for example, a child imitates or observes their peers or family members, and they take on that behavior and do the same thing, basically. In Bandura's Bobo doll experiment demonstrated how children imitate aggressive behaviors. They observe even without reinforcement, emphasizing the impact of media on behavior. And then behaviorism, demonstrated by Pavlov, Watson, and Skinner, focuses on observable behavior and its prediction and control, but Bandura's theory adds the dimension of social learning through observation and modeling. Constructivism changes in how students think. Pages 46 to 47. Constructivism focuses on how students actively create knowledge from their experiences. John Dewey's perspective aligns with psychological constructivism, advocating for curriculum adjustment based on students' prior knowledge and interest. Dewey emphasized the importance of curriculum relevance to students' future activities and responsibilities, developing ideas that are now considered common sense in education. Constructivism, according to Piaget. Jean Piaget's cognitive theory focuses on how children actively construct knowledge through interactions with their environment. According to Piaget, learning involves two processes, assimilation and accommodation. Assimilation is where new information is interpreted in terms of existing concepts. And accommodation is where existing concepts are revised and modified based on new information. So, assimilation plus accommodation goes into equilibrium and scheme. Piaget's theory of cognitive development outlines 4 stages: sensory motor, pre-operational, concrete operational, and formal operational, each characterized by distinct cognitive abilities and understanding of the world. Vygotsky's sociocultural theory focuses on the interactions between learners and more knowledgeable individuals, proposing the concept of scaffolding, where assistance is gradually decreased as learners become more competent. Vygotsky introduced the concept of zone of proximal development, ZPD, which shows the difference between what learners can do independently and what they can achieve with assistance from a more knowledgeable person. Piaget's theory emphasizes individual discovery of the world through interaction, while Vygotsky's theory focuses on the child as an apprentice, learning from interactions with more experienced individuals in the social and cultural environment. Implications of constructivism for teaching. Constructivism in teaching is the approach to teaching that emphasizes students' active construction of knowledge rather than passive reception. It surrounds psychological constructivism, which is individual cognitive processes, and social constructivism, which is interaction with others. Bloom's taxonomy is a classification scheme processed by Benjamin Bloom, that describes 6 levels of cognitive learning objectives: knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. Metacognition is the ability to think about and regulate someone's own thinking process. It involves self-reflection and self-directed learning. Yuri Bronfenbrenner's ecological systems model focuses on the importance of considering the context in which development occurs, including social interactions, institutional influences, cultural values, and historical factors.